The cool thing about the Broombi is you are getting an all-surface home cleaning broom from a company that said, you know what, that old-fashioned broom didn't really work all that great, right? And if you ever put your old-fashioned broom through anything that was a little icky, then the broom was icky, and then it was just a mess, right? Take a look at how great this works. It sort of has a squeegee edge to it. They call it their quad blade silicone edge, so it makes this unbelievable contact with the surface. It will sweep up the finest things, from glass to something that in your baking, maybe flour that fell or something like that. And it actually creates, because what this is made out of, it creates kind of this magic bond that draws it to it. So it makes it easier. It's just a better broom. It's also fully adjustable for you. So before we go to Scott, let me tell you, 53,000 of these have already been sold. Because when you get this, you're like, okay, that's the broom that I need. I don't need that old one that's been hanging around for too long. 3 Easy pays at $11.66. Scott Hine is with us. Scott is a lawyer by trade, has been on the air with us for so many years.
Yeah.
I love it. And we call him the most handsome man in cleaning around here on QVC. Well deserved.
Only one of those things was true, Pat. And that's the 21 years that I've been here. And you were the first host I ever worked with. And I love you just as much now as I did then. So it's good to see you. I am down at the beach. My good friend Christopher Joyce is overseas, so I'm going to help him out. And I'll tell you why. It's kind of relevant that I'm at the beach. Just kind of see in the background here, brought up the beach chair, the boogie board. Well, that brings sand in, right?
Yeah.
And we saw Debbie earlier with that awesome Dyson vacuum. Great vacuum, but sometimes you just don't feel like bringing out the vacuum. And that's okay. You just need a quick sweep. Well, the Broombi is the best way to do it, because this is what we're used to, right? These kind of brooms right here. But I'll tell you why the Broombi is better, because when you think about when you sweep something off a table, okay, you wouldn't sweep it off like this. You would sweep it off like this, right, with your hand. Well, that's the same thing with the Broombi, because these old school brooms like this are just a bunch of little fingers, so things get through them. But when you're coming through with the Broombi with the 4-part silicone blade, it takes everything right with it. Plus, it's lightweight and really, really easy to use, Pat.
I mean, Scott, there we're actually taking a look at how it works, how it makes contact with the surface and that friction that it creates, if I could call it that, so things actually are attracted to it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It causes an electrostatic charge, especially for like pet hair and lighter particles. It'll jump right up to it. So here what I did was I threw coffee on the floor here on the hardwood floor. Probably more coffee than you would have down in your own home, but we really want to make a point. Right. What it's doing is creating a wall of clean. So you see how I pull it back there? You do not have to apply a lot of pressure. That's the beauty of it. But see how it cleans that up just in one swipe of a wall. I don't have to go back. There is no coffee here where I just swept. So all I do then is I just bring this back around. You grab a dustpan, whatever I need to do to get that up. You see how thorough that was. That's the beauty. It's so quick, so easy. But then I want to do something here real quick, because I actually went to prove I'm at the beach. I actually went down to the beach and I got sand. Now this sand is not going to necessarily be easy to see, but you get the idea. It is a really, really, really fine particulate. So we'll go back here.
Okay.
And watch again what happens as I pull this Broombi through. It is really cool. I'm not applying a lot of pressure, but see that wall of clean that it creates. Those silicone blades, 4 of them act together, and in one pass each time, I get all of that sand. Now you can see it here again into a pile, but it's very, very easy to use. Weighs less than a pound, and it's just a quick, easy answer.
And Scott, we're not only talking about hardwood floors and surfaces and tile and things like that, but we're also talking about and important accidents to clean up that have to do with glass or messy things. It could be that egg that flew out of the fridge before you could catch it.
Sure, and again, it's just easy. It's telescoping pole, less than a pound. You can use it for wet or dry messes. You can use it to clean off the windows. So again, I just keep referring to the beach because I'm here, but we used it. We put a little window cleaner on the windows where the salt builds up, from the ocean. and we use that to clean it off. So a pet hair that's wet or dry gets picked right up by this. It's just easy, it's simple. It really is a better mousetrap for a job that none of us really want to do. So what I love here too is, see the shape of it here? It's sort of like a wedged shape. Well, that allows you to get under your cabinets, but it's really thin. So here I can get under the dishwasher if I want to. But then also you could get the blade under the oven. You know, all those little hairballs and things that get under the dust and the grime. You see, I just actually pulled some out right there. So it goes all the way underneath. I can even get under the refrigerator. But again, the whole idea here is that it creates this blade, and you don't use a lot of pressure, and just see
I think that's the trick, Scott. Because the first time you use it, like the first time I used it, I wanted to like put all this elbow grease into it, and you have to remind yourself, like, all you have to do is glide it, and it does all the work.
That's exactly right. So I'm just pulling this slow to see. I'm putting almost no pressure on this, but I want you to see there's not one grain of coffee left there. It creates that wall, and then all you do, if you want to come through later, you can see, get it with, you want to get it with a vacuum, if you want to get it with a dustpan, whatever you need to do, it's all fine. It's all simple and easy. But again, you're getting that reach under all the areas you need to get. Good to use all around the house, and at less than £1, it's so simple.
A lot of you are buying more than one because, you know, take that old broom that Scott had and get rid of it. You know, I wouldn't even say, normally I'd say donate something. I don't even think anybody else wants that old broom because they never really worked all that great. Really? And as far as cleaning it, just soapy water?
Yeah, that's it. Rinse it off. And heck, if you don't want to, you don't even need to use soap. You can just rinse it off. It's silicone. So think of anything you own that's silicone. It's real simple. And then just keep it nice and clean. And again, once it dries, that static charge will jump back up again because it can grab that pet hair, the fine particulates. Just makes cleaning so much easier. And what I love here as we come back is that it's able to get in and around things. So here we have like these kind of little bar stools in our eating area, but you can go in right around here. See how? And it gets nice and low. It's flexible, it's pliable. Not like the brooms. If you try to get in under these with a broom, you'd be sunk. But here, because it's so pliable, so flexible, nice thing is it's tough to see, but there's little dust bunnies that are jumping up here on this that I didn't even know were there. So I should probably keep a little bit better tidiness in my own home. But
nah, you're again, at the beach. Enjoy yourself, my friend. Do you have the dog there?
They are home, actually. We have a vacation from everything and everyone today, so we're here for a few days, but that's
nice.
Okay. They're well taken care of.
I know they're well taken care of. Scott, thank you for spending your vacation with us once again. Thank you. Much appreciated. Go back to having fun.
Yeah, good to see you as always, Pat. We'll see you soon.
All right, we will see you soon. All right, so go ahead and give this a try.